go a-fishing. They said unto him, we also go with thee. They went forth and entered into a ship immediately. That night they caught nothing. But when the morning was now come, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples knew not that it was Jesus. Then they said to them,
children, have ye any meat? They answered him, no. And he said unto them, cast the net on the right side of the ship, and ye shall find.
They cast therefore, and now they were not able to draw it
from the multitude of fishes.
I was wondering if y'all was going to catch that. I was wondering if y'all was going to catch that. Brother Darrell, I wondered if they was going to catch that. Let's go back and read 6 again, because that right there just excited me, amen. Let's read 6 again. 1, 2, read. And he said unto them, cast your net on the right side of the ship, and ye shall find. They cast their oar, and now they were not able to draw it in for the multitude of fishes. I know that's right. I know that's right. Let's keep on reading. Therefore, that disciple whom Jesus loved said unto Peter, it is the Lord. Now when Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he girded up his fisher's coat, for he was naked, and he did cast himself into the sea. And the other disciples came in a little ship, for they were not far from the land, but as it were 200 cubits, dragging the net with fishes. And as soon as they were come to land, they saw a fire of coal there, and fish laid thereon, and bread. And Jesus said unto them, bring of the fish which you have now caught. Simon Peter went up, drew the net to the land, full of great fish, 153. And for all there were so many, yet was not the net broken. Okay, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. That's a whole story within itself. Yes. Let's go over to Hebrews, the 35th chapter. And we're going to be reading in the Amplified version. Hebrews 10. I'm sorry, what did I say? I told y'all got to help me today. Amen. It's the 35th verse. Amen. Amen. Hebrews 10, 35. Do you have it in the... Oh, that's it. Amen. Amen. The Amplified version. We're going to tie all this together. Let's begin to read. 1, 2, read. Do not, therefore, fling away your fearless confidence, for it carries a great and glorious compensation of reward. All right. Here go the instructions. For ye have need of steadfast patience and endurance, so that you may perform and fully accomplish the will of God, and thus receive and carry and joy to the full what is promised. Let's stop right there. You may be seated. Let's give the Lord a hand praise right as you're being seated. I say let's give the Lord a hand praise as you're being seated. Amen. Amen. We read a couple of passages of scripture that we're going to tie them in near the end because we must complete what we started on 2 Sundays ago.
Yes, sir.
2 Sundays ago, I left you with a word, and that word was you about to recover all of it. We left you with a word on on last 2 Sundays ago, Brother Mike, that it was time for us to recover all our stuff. Every bit of it, not leaving anything on the table this year. Because the prophetic word that God gave New Beginnings this year was he was about to clear, or he was about to take care of every debt that he owed you. He said he was about to settle some accounts, Brother Darrell. He said, I'm about to settle some accounts that if I said, I'm going to make sure that it happened. 2019, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what trial. I don't care what tribulation. Amen. Nothing can outdo the word of the Lord. Amen. So I come by to let you know today and to remind you that today I come to help you recover everything that God has for you in this season in your life. Amen. But he's only looking. He only knows who wants the all, who's going to give him the all. Because when you begin to give God your all, he's willing to make it in exchange for whatever you got. And whatever time he gives you something back, he always going to give you something more than you gave him. You give him a little bit of praise, he'll give you a whole bunch of blessings. You give him your ashes, he'll give him your beauty. You give him your fear, he'll give you his faith. It's an exchange that's about to happen today. Just for a few people who will just begin to praise God and believe he is. Somebody shout glory. So in Philippians, in our base scriptures, the one thing I've been leaving with you every week, and I'm going to keep on leaving it with you, in Philippians 3:14, I come and decree and declare, I've got my eye on the goal where God is beckoning us onward to Jesus, and I'm off and I'm running, and guess what? I ain't turning back. Do I got any people who are off and running? Do I got some people who see Jesus sitting high and then come down low to take us to that place that he want to bless us at? Tell your neighbor, I'm about to get out of here. No. Tell them for real, I'm about to get out of here. Say, give me some room because I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to take off because I see my stuff and I'm about to go get everything God said I can have. Come on. And I ain't gonna turn back. I done been through too much, Rosetta. Amen. I done been through too much stuff. I done been through too many trials. I done seen God bring me out too many times. He done brought me out time after time after time. It didn't matter what the diagnosis was. He brought me out again. It didn't matter what the bill collector said. He brought me out again. It didn't matter what my job said. He brought me out again. I don't know about you, but I need some people in here that no matter what the calamity was, God keeps bringing you out. I've got an announcement to make, and He's going to keep on bringing you out. He said, I'm the same God yesterday, today, and forevermore. I am the God of victory. Everybody with me win. Somebody shout glory. You win. You win no matter what you're going through. Ain't no sinuses gonna keep me down. Ain't no cold gonna keep me down. Because Jesus Christ sits high and he looks low, and I'm with him. So my assignment this year is to preach and teach faith. That is my assignment, to preach and teach faith this year. And not only to preach and teach faith, but for to demonstrate what faith looks like. To the point that by the end of this year, New Beginnings Ministry is going to be in a place of Romans 4:19. I come to fully persuade you. Right. I come not to get you halfway there. I come to get you to the end this year. Some of y'all start good, but you stop somewhere in the middle. I'm coming to push you into your destiny this year. I'm coming. Every time you stop, I'm going to push you some more. Every time you're about to turn around, I'm going to be right behind you. Because my goal this year is to get you to the end of this thing. And when you get to the end of this thing, you're going to have all of it. Tell your neighbor, I'm about to get all, man. I'm about to get all. No, tell them all of it. No. You say mean, I'm about to get all mine. I tell your other neighbor, say, I'm about to get yours too. You know, you better watch it. I ain't always saved, amen. I ain't always saved. So my job is to get you to the point that you fully persuaded.
Yes.
What am I fully persuaded? What God has promised. Did y'all hear what I said? What God has promised. He's talking about the stuff I've already said. He said, I'm about to fully persuade you that everything I ever said about you, that I'm about to make sure that it happens, and it's about to happen real quickly. And as soon as your faith kick in, what's going to happen, you're going to bring everything out the future into the place called now. Oh, y'all not with me? To the place called now. Your waiting days are over. And your now is about to show up. And when it show up, it's going to be full of everything God want to bless you with. So your assignment, that's my assignment. My assignment is to preach faith. Your assignment is to hear faith. Because the only way faith comes is by hearing. And hearing. And hearing. And hearing. You can't hear and stop hearing. You got to keep hearing. Because whatever got you there is going to be what's going to take you there. And whatever got you there is going to take you there is going to be what takes you to the end. So if you stop doing what got you there, you're going to stop where you're at because you need what got you there to get you there.
That's good.
I wish I had somebody in here. I said what you got to get you there is going to have to be there to take you there. Oh, y'all didn't hear me. I said whatever you got, if it's your praise, you better praise him now. You praise him in the beginning, you praise him in the middle, and you praise him in the end. You praise him when you're in the fire, you praise him when you're going through, you praise him no matter what. Somebody shout glory. Tell your neighbor, this is that praise that I told you was about to break loose for all the hell I've been through this week. And your assignment is to hear and obey. And let me tell you what his response to your obedience is going to be. He said in Acts 1 and 3, the B clause, he's going to move in a series of many convincing demonstrations, unquestionable evidences, and infallible proofs. He said, I'm about to move like you've never seen me move. And when I finish moving, you're going to have the unquestionable evidences, and you're going to also get the proof that who I said I am. Okay, I'm going to keep on going. He's going to move in a series of many convincing. Did you hear what I said? Not one, not two, not three. This is going to be continual. Every day you wake up, you're going to wake up to a miracle. Every day you wake up, you're going to wake up to a breakthrough. Every day you wake up, you're going to wake up to God moving in your life. Every day you wake up, because this is the day the Lord has made. And he said, rejoice. So what is he saying? I'm building your momentum. Because listen, I'm about to send you in with all I got so you can get all I got. Because what you go in with, it ain't going to be enough. You got to have me to go in and get this one, because this one is too big for you to bring out all by yourself. I'm about to bless you like you ain't never been blessed. I'm really preaching better than they say amen. I need to find a few people who are tired of sitting in their place of despair and begin to... Tell your neighbor, say, no movement, no momentum. No momentum. You ain't moved out of your seat, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't clapped your hands, you ain't going nowhere. It's been sitting back, chilling, that's how your blessing gonna come. But he's looking for some people who are excited. He's looking for some people who are on the edge of their seat. He's looking for some people who are willing to bless him before he even blessed them. He's looking for some people. Let your neighbor say, neighbor, I'm about to respond in a minute because something is kicking in me. I got a glimpse of my future and I win. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Because see, you've been sitting in that place too long. And you done got used to it. You're sitting there talking about your sinuses instead of talking about your God. I refuse to sit there any longer. I will not sit by the pool of Bethesda not one more day when Jesus is walking around and healing everybody. I ain't waiting for the move. I'm going to move to the move. I ain't staying home when I'm sick. I'm going into God's house when I'm sick. Staying at home, there's no anointing. But when I come in God's house, there's no oil that's pouring. The angels are flapping. The anointing is doing. God is moving. And guess what? You'll be in here raising your hand, and God will heal your body. What momentum is, because I told you in Acts 1:3 he's going to allow you to have a series. Tell your name a series. This is a series, y'all. This is not a one-time deal. Y'all gonna be closing some deals back to back. Come on! I can get there in a minute. A series of many convincing demonstrations and unquestionable evidences, and he's about to give you the infallible proofs. In other words, people are going to say it shouldn't have, and your proof's going to say it did. You not got any witnesses up here. They said it shouldn't have, but you got proof that it did. They might ask Jamie, did you really get married? She said, I got the license. I got the proof that I've got what God said I can have. Tell your neighbor, I got the proof. All right, let me keep on going. Because, man, I feel like preaching and I need to teach this. So, definition of biblical momentum is Acts 1:3. It's a focus, intensity over time, multiplied by God, resulting in unstoppable forward motion. Fueled by a series of wins. It's also, the Webster says, it's also strength or force gained by forward motion by a series of events. It means that the force that is with me.
The force.
Oh, that sounds like a good movie right there. I wish I had watched it, amen. I probably could have preached it, amen. But the force that is with me is greater than the force that is against me. Woo! So he said, greater is he that is in me than he that is against me. So the force that is in me has given me momentum that makes me greater than the force that is coming against me. All I got to do is push into that blessing. I got to move like God tell me to move. Tell your neighbor, it's greater, it's greater. It's greater, it's greater, it's greater. Which means, I'm finna decree and declare something to y'all right now. Which means you have now become unstoppable. say, I can't be stopped right now. You need to get out of my way. Because I can't be stopped right now. I'm off, I'm running, and I ain't turning back. Storms don't stop you. You stop storms. Oh, y'all didn't hear what I said. Storms don't stop you. Hey, man, you stop storms. Mountains don't get in your way. You move mountains. Hallelujah. Do I got any kingdom people in here that know your authority here on the earth? My kingdom come, my will be done on earth as it is in. I'm unstoppable. And you got to get to the point that you're determined to get to your destination. Blind Bartimaeus was determined to get to his place. They told him to sit down and shut up. He said, listen, I've been this way too long. You can see I can't. But I hear Jesus. And I don't know about you. I don't know when Jesus is coming back this way. But I made up my mind today was going to be the last day that I sit like this. He took off his clothes and he said, Son of David. Y'all not with me. I wish I had some Bible readers in here. He said, Son of David, have mercy on me. And he turned around and he said, be thou healed. Ask your neighbor, where is your determination? The woman with the issue of blood, she didn't let all the people stop her. She didn't let her disease stop her. She didn't let her circumstance stop her. She said, I'm going to press my way till I touch the hem of his garment. And that day, we're in right now. Ask your neighbor, are you determined? Sit down. Sit down. I gotta go back into this. I'm gonna be at home in the bed real quick today, praise God. Listen, I want to talk to you about determination for 1 minute. Can I talk to some people? Yeah. I just want to talk to you about your determination. Because you're giving up too quick. Yeah, you got the faith, but you ain't determined enough. Yeah, you believing, I hear you, but you ain't determined enough. Well, matter of fact, this is what he said. Can I say this? I was determined one day, my tenacity was going to come in contact with my destiny. And, well, let me go back. I was determined one day, my tenacity and myself and my faith were going to contact each other. And one day we were going to walk into my destiny. I knew that one day, all this I had been going through, all this press that I had been going through, I knew one day me and my faith were going to meet at a place called there. And I knew when we had contact, all that I had been through and all my faith was about to do for me was about to walk me into my destiny. God is about to change your whole course right now. That next praise will change your whole course. I knew it one day it was going to happen. I didn't know when it was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen 20 years ago. I thought it was going to happen 30 years ago. But it's happening right now. Do I got anybody who knew one day we were going to come in contact and we were going to burst? Tell your neighbor, you got to be determined. Don't you give up right now. You're on the brink of it, I'm telling you. You're about to get your stuff, y'all. And the enemy has put up a good goal line stand. But I'm determined to get in to the end zone. I don't know if I got any winners in here. I may be bumped. I may be bruised. I may have a concussion. But I'm going back in the game. You can't keep me on the side. I done fought too hard to get here. You better let me in the game. Because I got to be the winner. Somebody shout glory.
Jesus, Jesus.
I knew it. Didn't know when, but I knew it. And I decree and declare to everybody who on the waiting stage, you're about to come in contact. Your tenacity and your faith are about to meet and you're about to walk into your destiny. Don't you worry right now. Faith is moving every time you move. Don't you stop right now. So when you stop, your faith stop. I'm telling you there's about to be a connection like you never. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, you be encouraged right now. Somebody shout glory. So let's sit down, sit down, sit down. Y'all behave, y'all behave. Somebody that's got something jumping. Somebody that's got their destiny lead. That's a destiny lead right there. That means something just happened in this atmosphere. Somebody shout glory! How many determined people I got up in here? I'm determined. It don't matter to them. I'm determined. Do you hear me, son? I'm determined. Son, I'm determined. Brother Darrell, I'm determined. And I ain't giving up. Actually, in Genesis 12:1, that's why he said, listen, it's time for you to go for yourself, for your own advantage, because I'm determined. I told y'all before, I ain't got time to drag around no dead weight. I ain't got time for that right now. You've been wearing me down. I'm off and I'm running, and I ain't about to turn back. I've been trying to carry you, and I'm wore myself out carrying you. So just don't get mad if I happen to drop you tomorrow. If you happen to look on Facebook and I done unfriend you, amen, I'm sorry, amen. I need to get you off of me because I got to grow for myself, my own advantage, and I'm about to walk into the place that I'm about to be blessed. My name going to be blessed, my land going to be blessed, my children going to be blessed, everywhere my feet stand is going to be blessed because I'm about to get rid of everything that ain't blessed around me. Can you never go for yourself? Now sit down, I gotta tell you the story. I'm determined.
You gotta preach that again.
Shoot.
I'm determined.
I'm determined.
Yes!
I'm still in it now. I gotta just tell the story though. That way I catch my breath while I tell the story to you. I'm really good, y'all. When the Holy Ghost hits y'all, y'all be surprised at what he'll do. Amen. For a person who couldn't talk and couldn't breathe yesterday, look, God is good to me, amen. I keep telling you, I ain't turning back, amen. He done bought me out too many times. He just bought me out this morning. How can I forget that? He woke you up this morning. How can you forget that? But anyway, let me tell you a story. This is about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we had this big storm in Cleveland, Ohio. It was bigger than this one that just hit. At that time, we were living in Chardon, Ohio. If anybody know anything about Chardon, Ohio,
Oh my God.
what y'all get in Cleveland ain't jack.
Nothing.
Y'all tripping, y'all got 4 or 5 inches. Shoot. Please, man. We get feet out there. And so this one day was a bad snowstorm. Brother Mike, you gonna like this one, man. You can grab this later. Bad snowstorm. I mean, it was horrible. But that morning, the church had a board meeting. The board meeting was in Cleveland, Ohio. And this lady had set Pastor T and the board up with this presidential suite. You remember, was you at that meeting? I don't know if you was at that meeting. You was at the hotel. You was there. I know you was there. Presidential suite at the hotel downtown. My sister did the presentation. Yeah, you remember now. Amen. And that's all right. Y'all gonna catch it. Y'all don't worry about it. Don't get stuck there. Y'all getting me stuck. Amen. Trying to convince y'all was there. Amen. Y'all was there. See, you gotta tell people y'all was there. If them ain't the folk there, y'all was there. Y'all the folk. Y'all was there. God. Man, y'all the people, amen. Woo, dang, gone. Just trying to tell a story get hard with y'all. You was there. Act like you was there. Amen. Just say y'all was there. So Pastor T she was at the presidential suite and I was at home. And the goal was for us to have a date night in the presidential suite, but I was at home, but I had to wait till the meeting was over. In the meantime, this big storm hit. I mean, a big storm.
I hear you.
Oh, you already catching it. A big storm hit. So Pastor T called me. She said, baby, it's snowing pretty bad out here.
Yeah.
I said, where you at? Okay, see, y'all, I'm a break. I gotta come natural for some of y'all. Because when I was up here, y'all didn't catch it. Y'all couldn't come down, then I'm going back up. So she was in the presidential suite with a jacuzzi tub.
Come on, determination.
And I'm at home with 2 kids. Inside Ohio. You tell me which one you would choose. I don't know about y'all, I'm just talking about me right now. Yeah. So I get Sonya and them together. I said, come on, let's get in the car. Let's go. They like, Daddy, it's snowing out here. I said, so what? I'm determined. You hear me, Mom? I said, I'm determined. Man, it's a jacuzzi and my wife sitting here in a presidential suite, and I got y'all here. Oh, no, I'm determined. I know. I'm finna go natural for y'all. So we took off.
Determined.
We got on 44, we ran into a super blizzard. It wasn't even a blizzard. It was like, you couldn't even see. The kids like, Daddy, you gonna turn back? I looked back at him, I said, nah. I ain't turning back. I threw that thing in 4-wheel drive, because I had a 4-wheel drive. All of a sudden, this big wind came out, wham, and we ended off the road.
Determined. Come on, Phil.
I'm going somewhere with this. So the girl was like, what we gonna do now? I said, I don't know. Y'all better get out, because we finna push this truck out of here. Y'all finna be so good to me right now. I don't know what's good. I done fed you enough. I done got enough clothes on your back. Push! Because I am determined.
That was a little abusive.
I remember that yesterday. He was determined.
We couldn't get the truck out. We must have spent a half hour. They out there, Daddy, we can't get it. We rocking and crying. I said, I'm determined. I'm determined. I'm finna help y'all. I am telling a story, but I'm finna help y'all. Y'all know I'm going to my stories. I'm finna help y'all.
Tell it.
So then, the Lord told me who to call to get me out. I called AAA. You know what they said? They said, the weather's so bad. Now, you know that's bad. I called AAA. They said, we ain't coming out. So I thought dude was playing. I'm like, all right, man, I'm on. He said, no, the weather too bad. He said, what you doing out? Because I was turned. I called this guy, his name was, we call him Cook the Crook. Yep. The crook will come tell you out of anything. I called Cook the Crook.
Everybody needs a crook.
I said, well, you come get me. He said, where you at, Greg? I told him. He came and pulled us out. Simon said, are y'all going back? I said, no, baby, I'm off and I'm running. free. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to watch you. Yep, look like you made it in there. Yep, let's go. Put that four-wheel drive down out there. Drop that one. Baby girl, you better run a little faster because the traffic getting mad at me right now. She got out, she ran. But listen what I'm about to tell you. I got to that jacuzzi suite. Did I have to go through some trials? Yes, I did. Did I get stuck? Yes, I did. But I was in. And can I tell you something? It was all worth it. Now nudge your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's going to be worth it. But God said so.
I said so.
I dare you to praise him right there. I'm telling you, whatever the storm, it's going to be all worth it. He's backing you to the mark of the high call.
What momentum. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I just need to know if I got some determined people whose goal is going to be better than your situation. You better choose the goal instead of your situation because God is beckoning you. He's saying, come on, it's time to go. I'm ready to bless you and I'm ready to bless you. Right now.
How bad you want it. How bad do you want it.
Don't you never say how bad you want it.
How bad do you want it?
Oh my
You can
God.
laugh at me while I was going through it. But when I was in that room, I was laughing back at you. Because I had made it to my goal. So, that's why Philippians, y'all know I can tell stories in there. That's why Philippians 3 and 14 says this. I'm beckoning you. I'm beckoning you. I'm beckoning you onward to Jesus, who is the author and the finisher of my faith. Which means he's already been to my end. He's been there. He done sat up there in the end. He looked back and decided, I'm about to come back down to visit Barbara to let her know what it looked like. Then I'm going to leave from my place if I'm author and the finisher. I'm Alpha and Omega. I'm going back to the beginning, but I'm going back to the end. Then I'm going to tell you, come on and go with me. Because I got an expected end for you. And I need to move you from that place. Because I already seen this place. You ain't seen it yet, but I'm telling you, it's going to be better than the place you in. That's why he's saying, I'm trying to get you to move right now. I'm trying to get you to get out of that place, that comfortable place. You know that place where everything seemed to work. God said, no, I got something bigger and better for you. I'm about to take you into another dimension. I'm about to take you from faith to faith. I'm about to take you from glory to glory. I'm about to open up the heavens of windows of heaven for you, and I'm about to pour out me on you so people can see you in me. And I'm about to do some supernatural, crazy, off the hook stuff that ain't nobody even heard of yet. Somebody shout glory. Okay. So, man. So let me get to this because you remember God said this year was going to be a wild type of year. He said, where y'all sign at? He said this year is going to be a wild. This is the kind of year that. Do I got any believers that believe that? I got to hit this, amen. Because he said to tell you your obedience is the seed and his response is about to be the harvest. And he said, my harvest is designed for them to say, we ain't never seen it done like this before. And for you to get the testimony of, it's a wow moment. And he said, tell you I'm about to literally change some laws. I'm about to put some new bills in place. I'm about to do some things for you just so you can be blessed. Okay, tell your neighbor, works of wonders. He said, tell you this, remind you of this. He stopped time for Joshua so that Joshua could win the battle. He said, remind you that he parted the Red Sea so the children of Israel can come out and he can drown their enemies. He said, remind you, I put Daniel in the lion's den and I burned up all his enemies, but he came out and he didn't even smell like smoke. He said, tell you, I'm about to do the same for you. He said, I'll shut down the government so you can close on your house. And then I'll open up the government so you can move in. I don't know about you. Hallelujah, somebody. He said, I'm about to accelerate some time. You know why I'm about to accelerate some time, Brother Darrell? Because I'm about to restore unto you all the years that the locusts and tell your neighbor, say accelerated. He said, I'm accelerating time because the time is right now. He said, tell you, I got to restore the years, but I only got 365 days to do it. That's why I got to start accelerating some stuff. That's why you can find your house on a Wednesday, put the bid in on Thursday, and get the bid accepted on the Friday. That's why you can go close on your house on a Thursday, get the keys on a Friday, and move on a Monday. Because I'm accelerating. I'm moving. I gotta keep it going. Y'all about to close deal after deal after. I wish I had some people in here who are in a place of acceleration. He's saying I got to do it quick. You know why? I only got 365 days to do it. And I got to take the years that I've been keeping account of. He said, for a matter of fact, tell you, I got all your tears bottled up. He said, I'm about to put a price on that. He said, every time you went in pain, I got a price on that. Every time somebody broke your heart, I got a price on that. Every time your heart was broken, I got a price on your heart being broken. God said, I done priced everything you done went through, and I'm about to compensate you for everything. I guess ain't nobody looking for no compensation right now. Hallelujah, somebody. Somebody shout glory. Sit down. He got to fit all this in. He said, the reason I'm moving so quickly, he said, because I need to wow you. You know why I got to wow you? Because the works of my wonders is about to make this happen. You're going to hear of some unheard of stuff that is closing in unprecedented time. Time that it should have took 3 or 4 weeks or 3 or 4 months. It's going to take 3 or 4 hours. It's going to take you showing up at the place they're called there. And God is going to supply everything you need. He said, I got to hurry up and do this. That's why y'all experiencing Amos 9 in the Message Bible. It's going to be one thing after another thing. You're going to close on one. And before you can put up the paperwork, the phone going to ring again. And you have to close on something else. Why? Because the paperwork, I got to make it up. Tell your neighbor, God's about to make it up. God's about to pay you. God is about to compensate you. God is about to give you a reward. Tell your neighbor it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Somebody shout glory. For a matter of fact, he told me we done walked into Deuteronomy 6 and 11. He said, I'm about to give you houses that are full of good things. People are moving into houses right now, all brand new appliances. They ain't even got to paint the walls. They ain't got to do nothing but move in. The great encounters are already there. Their dreams is already sitting there. Everything they dream is already there. They finished basement, they ain't got to finish. They pool, they ain't got to dig. God said, I'm about to bless you right. I wish I had a couple of those people right now. Ain't that what the scripture say? He said, I'll give you houses you didn't build. He said, I'm going to fill it up with stuff you didn't buy. He said, you're going to dig wells that you didn't dig. That swimming pool you didn't even want. He said, when I'm finished, you're going to eat and you're going to be full. There ain't going to be no lack in this season. Because the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not. Wow, glory! All right. Let's go over to Hebrews 10:35. I got to get the job today. I got to get the job today, I guess. That'd be part 3. What did he tell you? Go to 35, please. 35. That is? Is that what I told you to go before? Go to 35. Go to 35, sweetie. That's all right, she's getting there. Give God a hand praise. She's pulling it up. There you go. So what did he say? He said, do not therefore flee away your fearless confidence. You know what he's saying? Don't throw away your momentum. Come on. He said, don't throw away your confidence, which means if he's telling you don't fling it off, that means you already got it. Because if you're taking something off, that means you already got it. So he said, don't fling away your fearless confidence because it carries what? A great and glorious compensation of reward. Wait a minute, a compensation? A great reward. Do y'all know what? Can y'all want to know what compensation is? Do y'all want to know what compensation is? Okay. Let's stop right there for 1 minute. To make an appropriate and usually counterbalanced payment to compensate a victim for their loss.
Right? You get paid for it. Here.
For people who ever got workman's comp. Come on. That's why he said you got need of patience. Because while you're waiting, it's still adding up. So even if you wait, that's why he said don't fling away your confidence. Because usually anytime you put in for compensation, the first thing they do is they deny you. Because they want to see how determined you are to get what they already got for you. But there's a doctor who sits there who decides the percentage that you can get, and that doctor is God for us. Because whoever's going to be the rewarder decides how much the reward going to be. Oh, y'all catching this? And he said, wait a minute, but when I compensate, once we get finished with all the hearings, and once we find out that really what happened to you, I'm going to first give you a lump sum check that's going to take care of all your debt. Then I'm going to start paying you every month to take care of you the rest of your life. Man. Did you hear what I said? God is about to give you a lump sum this year that's going to take care of all your debt. And then you're going to have enough to compensate you for everything you done been through your whole life. Somebody shout hallelujah. Now say, Lord, compensate me. Oh, God. Okay. Tell your neighbor. I ain't got time to stay there. I got to get through this. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, God is about to wow you. And this conversation, it's going to be big. And it's going to be worth it. Amen. Can I give you this scripture? He said to tell you it's going to be so good you ain't going to remember the pain no more. I wish I had somebody. He said, Sonya, this one going to be so big. He said, you ain't going to remember everything you done went through. He said, this one going to be so big, you going to forget all your pain. You ever seen somebody like they be on some crutches and they find out they just hit a lot of money? Where the crutches going? They done forgot what was broke. God said, I'll make you forget what somebody done broke. I'm about to bless you like I ain't never blessed you. I'll give y'all the scripture. But I don't believe y'all believe this. John 16:21.
About to blow your mind. About to blow your mind.
That's it.
A woman,
That's it right there.
when she is in travail, she has sorrow because her hour has come. But as soon as she delivered the baby, she remembered no more the pain. Do I got any mothers in here that went through hell to deliver that thing? But after you got it, you forgot all about it. God said, I'm about to bless you just like that. I'm about to bless you to the point that you ain't going to remember no more. You ain't going to have no more history of what you went through, because God about to bring you into. Somebody shout glory.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Y'all should be shouting right there. Somebody shout glory. Now do better than that. Give God a hand praise. Give a better one than that. One more time. I'm determined. I'm getting through this. Amen. Amen. So, let's, can y'all give me 5 more minutes?
Go ahead.
Can I get you 5 minutes?
You good.
Okay, cool. Let's go to John, the 21st chapter. So let's do this. Because I got to do this because it's all fitting. Remember, it's big, right? Good. So,
Jesus.
John 21. John 21.
Ooh, you're good.
John 21 and 3. We're going to walk through this. Y'all give me a minute because y'all want to see how this thing going to look. Remember I told you we about to recover it all?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you, and it ain't going to be hard this year? Yeah. This is going to be the easiest year you ever had. Yeah. Stuff just going to come find you.
I receive it.
People just going to knock on your door. Your phone just going to ring. You got some applications and some places years ago you don't even know. And they're about to call you up right now. I told you the new minimum wage in New Beginnings is going to be $20 an hour. And right now, everybody who's been getting a job in New Beginnings has been getting $20 an hour. And that's just been for the probationary period. And as soon as they got hired on for good, they got a raise right then and there. I told you we're in this place called Veil. We're in a place called Momentum. And you better tie yourself into it. But I'm telling you, I'm about to go for myself. $10 an hour ain't going to do it in this season. I ain't living like that no more. Amen. That's when God said my new minimum. Okay. Say it, it's my turn. It's my time. And it's my season. Right. Verse number 3. Verse number 3. Verse number 3. So let's get into this. I'm going to go through it real quickly. So Simon Peter said unto them, I go a fishing. They said, we go with thee. They went forth and entered into a ship immediately. And the night they caught absolutely nothing. But when morning was now come, Jesus stood on the shore, but the disciples didn't even know who he was. Then Jesus said unto them, children, Jesus, something else. You got anything to eat? He ever did that to you? After you've been out working all day, you doing you, and he asked you, did you get it yet? And they said, no. And the children, and he said unto them, okay then, well, let's cast your net on the right side of the ship. And he said, and you're going to find. So I come by to tell you, right here, whatever you didn't catch all these other years, 2019, you're about to cast it on the right side. Okay, I told you, I'm going to do one through it right quick. He said, whatever, you remember before they caught nothing? But Jesus beckoned them. He beckoned them and said, go it on the other side. And what the Bible said? And they caught, on the right side of the ship, and you shall find. And because he said it, guess what happened? They cast therefore, and they were not able to draw it in.
The overflow. The overflow. The overflow.
Wait a minute. First they didn't get nothing. But when they did what he said, all of a sudden, they caught a multitude of fishes. And therefore, the disciples whom Jesus loved said unto Peter, it's the Lord. So then now, they went back in Luke, and they remember when he was on the ship before, they said the last time that happened, it was Jesus with us. Now they recognizing the same one who spoke it before.
Did it again.
That gotta be
Jesus.
Peter heard that it was the Lord. He girded his fisher's coat up, and he was naked, and he cast himself into the sea. And the other ship and the other disciple, what did he do? He took back off towards Jesus. He said, forget this. I'm about to go for myself now, because I see the master. But now, wait a minute. Peter didn't walk this time, because the last time he went walking, he failed. So he did what he knew what he could do. Oh, y'all better get this. And the other disciples came in a little ship, for they were not far from land, but at the 200 cubits, which is 100 yards, dragging the net with fishes. And as soon as they were come to land, they saw a fire and coal, and fish laid there and bread. Y'all didn't catch that, did you? They ain't even bought their fish yet. Jesus sitting over there like, man, bring your stuff.
Now that's good.
I already got your stuff. Okay, wait a minute. Y'all gonna catch this in a minute.
Wow.
Bring the fish which you have now caught, right? Yeah. Simon Peter went up and drew the net. Wait a minute, let me go. Okay, Simon Peter went up, drew the net to the land full of
great fish.
Now, you know what great is? Big fishes. What did I tell you this catch gonna be? Big. I told y'all, whenever I tell y'all something, I'm going back scripture. And it was 153. For all there were many. Now check this out. But what happened? Okay, now check this out. In Luke the 5th chapter, the net broke. He said 2019, you catching everything. He said you ain't gonna have no loss this year. Everything that I told you to go get, when you pull this one in, The net ain't breaking this time. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, it ain't breaking this time. Ain't gonna be no failure this time.
No failure.
And Jesus said, coming down.
Oh, my God.
Did y'all catch that? He said, this is what he said. Let me just break it down real quick because I got to keep on working. He said, listen, bring all your fish. The Bible says it was so heavy, they had to drag it in. That's how heavy it was. Peter had to drag it in. God said, that's the most work you're going to do is dragging the blessing in.
After this. Oh, my God.
That's the greatest work you're going to have to do is dragging everything in I got for you. He said, you have to drag this in. You ain't going to carry it in. This one is full of big fishes. And check this out. As you drag it in, you ain't going to lose nothing either. You drag it. But check this out. Jesus said, throw y'all stuff on the side.
Come on, sit down.
I don't even need your stuff. I already got everything prepared for you. He said, I tell you what, you take what you got, use that for later. Because I'm about to give you the abundance. When we put what I got with you and what I have you drag in this year, he said you're going to be walking in a place of overflow. You're going to have way more than enough. And he said it's going to be big fish. There ain't going to be no little fish in this one. The little fish going back in, but God is saying, I'm about you to haul in everything. Why? Because I told you, you're about to go in and get it all. Somebody shout glory. I'm going to close with this. Because this is going to be the key to all of it. I'm done. I got it within 60 minutes. I did good. Give God a praise for that. Everybody stand because I'm going to close with this good. There ain't going to be no failures this year. Did y'all hear what I said? People are catching big fishes. And we're clothing things one after another. We just had one marriage, right? Today we have another. And I decree and declare there's going to be marriages coming just like that. See, every time a ceiling is broken, we don't have people who are walking off the jobs, walking in the jobs, getting $20 an hour. I decree and declare, I release it in the atmosphere right now. Amen, somebody. We got people right now who are buying business and cars and houses all at the same time. Because God is accelerating some things right now. We got some people who are getting healed and delivered at the same time. Why is that? Because God got to accelerate this thing. They got Miranda, they did a whole thing in the school, keeping schools because it was prophesied. She getting a free ride to college. Because God is saying, I'll change the law just so I can get you in. Then I'll change it back because I don't want everybody in it. I'm telling you, God is doing some stuff. He's hiding houses so only you can see. The hunters went and looked at a house that wasn't even shown yet. They went, they saw it, they put on a bid, they accepted the bid, and they closed the bid. All in 3 days. Infallible proof. Prophet Antoine done bought a van for his business, done went and bought a new truck now for himself, and Papa closed on another business. All in the same time. Momentum. is here. I'm telling you, the blessing is resting upon. It's unprecedented favor right now. It ain't the normal stuff, y'all. Y'all gotta quit being normal. You gotta break it. It ain't in your budget. Did you hear me? It ain't in your budget. Quit trying to put it in your budget. That's what normal people do. Born again people live by faith.
And the sun will shine.
And right then the sun came through. I'm telling you, His glory is here. Say normal. Say normal.
Normal.
I broke normal when I went. Listen, I only paid one car note since I had it. Then somebody just texted me and said, Pastor, God told me to pay your car note till I ain't got no more money. Tell your neighbor, momentum. I'm on. And I'm running. And I ain't turning back. People are moving into their houses, literally. Ain't got to paint.
Next.
Ain't got to put a new bathroom in. Nor a kitchen. You know why? Because God already has somebody do it for him. He about to have you move into the move-in ready stuff. Can I testify?
Next.
Come on now.
Next.
This ain't normal. Brother Darryl, this ain't a normal season. He about to do some unusual things. Because he got to show himself to be God. The world needs to see there's a God.
Right.
And they need to see it through you.
Right.
When I went to get my car, I said the one thing I want to do when I get my car, I want to go get smoke windows. When I went out there, it was smoke windows already on it.
Likewise. Yes.
Didn't he say, I'm going to do this for you? He said, I'm going to give you houses you didn't build. I'm going to give you stuff that you ain't even have to work for.
That's the word.
I'm just going to have you show up and enjoy my blessings. Momentum is in our place. I want to read this and I'm done. This is what we take in communion on. This is going to be key. Because we said we're going in to get it all, right?
All.
Mark 9:23. And Jesus said unto new beginnings.
New beginnings. Yes.
If thou can believe,
Oh my.
all things
Our
are possible to them
that believe.
that believe.
It is so.
That's simple. Ain't it? He said, to new beginnings, all things are possible to them that believe. Now, how much is possible to you? All things. So what are we going in to get? All things. So all we got to do is what? Believe. So let's get ready. Let's get ready to take communion.